15 shocking hygiene practices of the past. 1. Toilet paper didn't exist until recently. People used leaves, moss, a rag, or hay instead. Wealthy people wiped themselves with lamb's wool. Kings had servants who helped them wipe. 2. Ancient Greeks and Romans used urine as mouthwash. It was a way to whiten their teeth. Romans considered Portuguese urine the best. 3. In the Middle Ages, urine was used to wash clothes. People mixed it with ashes to remove stains. Urine was also used as an antiseptic. It was even recommended as a cure for plague. 4. Urban Europeans kept chamber pots under their beds. The contents were thrown out the window. Passers-by were often hit by human waste. Muckrakers were hired to keep the streets walkable. 5. Lysol was used for douching. Lysol is a household cleaning product, but in the early 1900s, it was advertised for feminine hygiene. A Lysol solution supposedly prevented infections and odor. Of course, it also caused chemical burns. 6. Medieval women made their own deodorant. In the 12th century, women cleaned their armpits. They mixed wine with boiled bilberry leaves. This concoction was then applied with a cloth. 7. 18th century women ate clay. In the 1700s, having pale skin was a sign of beauty. Young women would consume clay to achieve it. It often caused anemia or chlorosis. 8. Ancient Chinese physicians used lice for diagnoses. If the lice clung to the patient, he would live. If they ran away, it meant he wouldn't survive. To get rid of lice, people boiled used combs and water. They added ash to the water and drank it. 9. Animal feces were used for all kinds of things. Ancient Egyptians used crocodile dung as a female contraceptive. The Greeks applied animal droppings to battle wounds. In England, pig manure was used to stop nosebleeds. The Scots used sheep droppings to treat smallpox. 10. Public restrooms were literally public. They had long stone benches with holes. There were no partitions. Strangers sat next to each other. It was common to hold conversations in the process. Even business deals were done in public restrooms. 11. Women used moss during periods. It was used in place of sanitary pads. The English called it blood moss for its absorbent properties. 12. People shared bath water. Bathing was usually a communal affair. Firewood was needed to heat the bath, but it was valuable, so multiple people would use the same tub of water. In the Middle Ages, the wealthy took a bath every other month. The poor bathed about 4 times a year. 13. Hand washing was just as gross. Country folk rarely washed their hands. City dwellers did it once or twice a day, but for a long time, most people ate with their hands. The water in the wash basins was not changed daily. There was no soap either. 14. Wigs were shaped with animal fat. This made them highly flammable. Wigs were only worn by nobles. They often held banquets by candlelight. The wigs would regularly catch fire. 15. The Chinese made healing crystals out of urine. This practice was popular around 200 BC. 150 gallons of male urine was boiled in a pan until it evaporated. The resulting autumn mineral was used to treat people. These were crystallized hormones taken as medicine.